Okay. Am I audible now properly? Okay. So look, in this class we'll do two programs. One is inserting an element in an array and deleting an element from an array. Okay. Okay. So do you remember the basic concept? Like what was the concept of inserting and deleting? I discussed in the last class. Last class means the last class of arrays. Okay. If you don't, then let me explain again. Inserting an array, like inserting an element in an array, means that I will be given an array, like what I will create obviously, like I have to write a program to create an array. After that, the user will come and input two things. One is the new element, the value of the new element, and the second input will be the position of the new element. Got it? Okay. So the user will come and input the value of the new element and the position of the new element, and after that what I need to do, I need to put or place, like I need to write a program by which like the program should be capable of placing the element at that position. That position means that index. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. So first, okay, so look at the picture, this one. Look, there was total 9 elements, right? Sorry, there was total 10 elements, 0 to 9. And now what I need to do, excuse me, now what I need to do, look there, I need to place something else on 5th position. Okay, here I need to place, for example, look, just a second. Look what the step 2 is saying. If an element 18 is to be inserted in position 5 of the array, then shift the array elements from cell number 5 to 9 towards one cell right. Obviously, so to make this position clear, this position empty, what I need to do, I need to place this value. Look what I need to do, I need to place the last value to the next cell, and then the ninth cell will be empty, right? And what I do at the second place, that is the 8th element, I will shift the 8th element to the ninth position, then this position will be empty, and so on and so forth. I will do up till the position where I need to insert the new element. So after doing until this position, what will happen, each and every element will be shifted one step rightwards, right? Like one step towards right. And after that, after doing all of this, this place, the 5th place will be empty, right? And look, the 5th place, as the 5th place is empty now, I can insert the new element in the 5th place. Did you get it? Okay, okay. Why I'm not directly inserting the new element in the 5th position? What would happen if I directly place, like if I say ARR of 5 equals to 18, then what would happen? Like why I'm not doing that? Tell me. What? What will happen? Okay, just a second. Hello? Okay, no issues. Join quickly. Okay. Join quickly. I'm in the class. Okay? Hmm. No. Okay, no issues. Join now. Okay? Okay. So what I said, that why can't I write? Look, this is the array. Let's say the name of the array is ARR. Okay? ARR. Let me write it here. So why can't I write just ARR of 5 equals to 18? Why can't I write that? Can you tell me? Hello? Yes, that cell is not empty, but still we can do that too. We learned that if we do that, the value will be overwritten. The value of the cell 5 will be overwritten, isn't it? Right. Then what's the problem? That's what we want. Like, we want to insert an element, so it will be also inserted. Then what's the problem now? Look, if we do so, the value will be not inserted, the value will be overwritten. That means the 4 will be gone forever, right? Then what will happen? The new value will be inserted in the array, but it will not only just be inserted, it will also replace the last element, and will lose the last element. Like, if I do that, we'll lose the last element completely, that is 4. Got it? So always remember, if we are inserting something in an array, first we need to clear that space. Like, when you are said that you need to insert, not overwrite. In case of overwrite, you can do anything. Okay, like you can place anything to anywhere, but in case of inserting, you need to make that space empty first. Clear? Okay, so now let's do it. So let's do it. So I'm taking a couple of variables. First we need to have a variable called I and n. The new element, let's call it new underscore elem. Okay, and the last one is position, let's call it pos. And now let's declare the array. So int arr, sorry, equals to new int of 50. Okay, I'm taking an array of length 50. Okay, now what we need to do to take inputs, we need to declare the scanner class, right? We need to have the scanner class, so let's import the scanner class. Import java dot util dot scanner. Now what happened again? Oh, sorry, I missed an A. Yeah, okay. So now let's create an object of scanner plus to take inputs. Scanner SA equals to new scanner, and what we need to pass there, system.in, right? You remember? Okay. Now to guide the user, let's print something. What I need to print? Look, system.out.println. Look what I will print. I will say enter the number of elements the array has. Okay, so now what I'm asking for, I'm asking for the number of elements, that means the length of the array, right? Okay, so I need to store the length of the array. Now user will input, and to take the input we need to use the function called, what function we need to use? Can you tell me what function we need to use to take an integer input? It is sc.nextInt, right? And I want to store the length of the array in the variable n. So what I will write? I will write n equals to sc.nextInt. So what it will do, I told in the early classes that sc.nextInt will take an input of type integer and then place it into the variable n. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we need to take the second input, that is the array, the whole array. So now let's print another line, that is enter the array elements. Okay, and you remember to take input, like for an array we need to run a loop because there are multiple elements, so we need to run a loop to give the input, right? So let's run a loop, that is I'm using a for loop. Okay, so let's say I equals to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus. And now arr of I equals to sc dot next int. Okay, so far clear? What happened? Oops. Next int. Okay, now so in this step what I did, taking the array length okay, in this step I just took the array length, like taking or in input of array length taking the input for the array I'm just commenting to. Yes, I just started that. It is this program, okay? Inserting an element in an array. Just we did, I think, 10 minutes. Yes, 15 minutes, okay? Look, what I did just, I'm just, like so far, I just wrote a program to take the input of an array, okay? So far we only did that. Now we are doing the main program actually. What is the logic of inserting? Okay, now what we need to do, we need to take two more inputs. One is the new element and the second one is the position of the new element, right? Okay, so let's do it. So again I'm printing something. I need to print that. I need to print that is enter the new element, and I need to store the value of the new element into that new elim variable, okay? So again the same thing, I'm not writing again, I'm just copy pasting this portion, and that is I need to change it to new elim, and the last one input, that is enter the position of position new element, let's call it to be inserted, and position I need to store the value of the position in pos, okay? So all set. What inputs were required, we did all of it, okay? Like we coded all of it. Now the main logic. Sorry. So now what we need to do, look, what was the challenge? That we need to take out the the last position, the value of the last position, and we need to place it into we need to take out the value of the last position and we need to place it the next position of the last position, right? And we need to do it until the position we need to insert the new value, right? So look, for example, okay, now what is the value of n? N is in this case n will be, like in this case n will be what, 10, right? Because there are 0 to 9, so there are 10 elements. There are 10 elements. Okay, now if I say, look, think carefully, if I say that let's start from n, okay, so I'm saying I equals to n, that means what, I equals to 10. Okay, now what I'm saying, think properly, I'm saying ARR of I plus 1. So in this place, that means ARR of I plus 1 is what? Okay, just a second. Let's say I equals to n minus 1. That means I equals to 9. Okay, and now I'm saying ARR of I plus 1 equals to ARR of I. So what will happen? This means ARR of 10 will be equals to ARR of 9, right? Is it clear? ARR of 10 is equals to ARR of 9, okay? And do it until the position of the new element, okay? Do it until the position to the next element, sorry, of the next element. I mean of the new element. So that is my logic. And decrement the value of I. Uh, until pause means the position of the new element. So look what I'm saying, let's place ARR of 9 into ARR of 10. So I'm doing this first, right? And after that I will decrement the value of I. Now the value of I will be 8, not 9 anymore. Then what I will do, I will place ARR of I plus 1, that is 9, equals to ARR of 8. So now the 8th value will be placed into the 9th position and it will go until the 5th position. Okay, so let's write the code for it. So for, I said I need to start from n minus 1, right? I said I need to start from n minus 1. So I equals to n minus 1 I, and until what position I need to go? You said what? 5th position, right? Yes. So I need to go until this one. So the condition should be I is greater than equals to pause, right? And the last one I minus minus, because I need to decrement the value of I. And now what I'll say, that I'll write ARR of I plus 1 equals to ARR of I. Okay, let's dry run it now. Okay. No, not 9 by 8. It's just I said that after decrementing the value of I, it will be 8. That's why I wrote that. Okay, I'm just deleting it. It will, yes, it will make some confusion, I know. Okay, so let's dry run it first. Okay, now tell me, in the first scenario, that means in the first iteration, what will be the value of this? Like I is what? I equals to 9, right? So what will happen? ARR of 9 is equals to, sorry, ARR of 10, I plus 1, that is ARR of 10 equals to ARR of 9, right? It will happen. So that means 12 will be placed there, right? Okay, next iteration. Now the value of I will be, I is no more 9, it is 8 now. Okay, so 8 is greater than equals to pause. Pause is 5, we know. Like in this scenario pause is what? 5, right? Okay, so in the next iteration I value is 8. So what will happen? It will be ARR of I plus 1 equals to ARR of I. That means ARR of I plus 1, that is 8 plus 1. So that will be 9 equals to ARR of 8. I'm just doing the dry run, okay, to make you understand, like to make it clear to you. Okay, so again next iteration. Now what will happen? When this statement will be executed, that is ARR of 9 is equals to ARR of 8, that means the value of 8th position will be in the 9th place, will be placed in the 9th place. That is that 12 will be deleted and 2 will be placed here, right? Look, that will happen. Now there is no 12 anymore, there is 2. Okay, again the next iteration. the value of I will be decremented. Now it is 7. Okay, now check the condition. It is greater than equals to pause. Pause is 5. Yeah, obviously 7 is greater than equals to pause. Now again it like the same thing will happen, that is error of 7 is equals to error of 8. So now the 7th value, that is 3, it will be placed in 8th position. Look, that happened. Now 3 is placed in 8th position, and that will keep on going until this position when the I value will be same as pause. Okay, the value of I is getting decremented again and again, and when the value of I is equal to pause, that is I equals to 5. Okay, then what will happen? Okay, if I equals to 5, then the condition is also true, because it is not only greater than, it is greater than equals to, right? That means if the value of I is greater than or equals to pause, then the condition will result to true, right? Okay, so then if the value of I is 5, then the condition will be true, obviously. So now error of I plus 1, that is 6. Error of 6 will be error of 5. Okay, that means the 5th position will be the value of the 5th position will be placed in the 6th position. That is, look, 4 is placed in the 6th position. Okay, so now we can say my 5th position is empty now. We can say what? The 5th position is empty now. Yes, like it's not void actually. The value will be still there. The value will be still there, but the change is that now we have stored all the values one step next to it. Okay, so now we have stored the value. We have stored the value one step next to it. So that means what? Now we can treat this position as an empty position. Okay, we can treat this position as an empty position. Got it? Now what we can say? We can say error of pause, that is the position where I need to insert the value, where there I will put the new element. Okay, the program is completed. Okay, now let's just print the array elements. Okay, let me use a for loop for that. I don't want to print a line, I just want to print it. And after that I need to put a space. Okay, let's do the same thing before inserting the new value. So look, we wrote the code for insertion there. So let's print it. After taking the input. Okay, so here also array elements before insertion. So I'm printing the array elements before insertion and I'm printing the elements after insertion. Okay, so all done, but there is a last step, a remaining last step. Can anyone tell me what is the remaining last step? Yes, I said that they all done. Okay, like we have done everything what was required, but what I said that there is only one step remaining. Can anyone tell me what is the one step? Like what is that step? Look, what I said that what what is n? N is the limit, right? N is the length of the array, right? So when the new value will be inserted in an array, here the new value will be inserted in an array. Not inserting actually. There I'm just making the space for the new value. Okay, so look, when I will be when I will insert the new element, okay, so there is a new element in that array, so the length of the array will be incremented once, right? Getting or not? The length of the array will be incremented. So what I need to do at last, I need to increment the value of n, that is I'm just doing n plus plus. Why so? After inserting the new element, the length of the array will be incremented by 1. Okay, okay, so that's why I'm just incrementing the value of the length, and we are all done. Okay, so let's run it. Compiled successfully, no syntax errors. Okay, enter the number of elements the array has. Okay, let's take this example only, this one. So that is 10. Enter the array elements. Okay, let's enter. So first 2, then 5, just a second, okay. 2 5 8 1 9 4 6 3 2 12. Okay, that is the array. I need to place an enter, that is the new line, I forgot. So look, that is the array 2 5 8 1 9 4 6 3 2 12. Now it is asking for the enter the new element to be inserted. So what was the new element? That was 18. So let's input 18. Okay, enter the new position of insertion. Where do I want to insert? I want to insert in the 5th position, right? So let's put 5. Look, now the array elements are 2 5 8 1 9 18. Now there is not 4 anymore. Look, there is not 4, there is 18, then 4 6 3 2 12. Look, their count, there are total 11 elements. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, clear? Okay, now ask me whatever question you have. What? Yes, yes, yes. So I took the input na from here. Look, enter the number of elements in the array, like the array has. So there I'm taking the input. I'm taking the length of the array as input. And at the first place I'm taking it. But what I'm saying, look, what was the initial length of the array? That will be incremented na after inserting a new value. What I'm giving, like what input I'm giving to the program, that is the initial length of the array. But it will be incremented by 1 after inserting a new element. So that's why I'm incrementing the value. Look, I have written every step. Like I have written the comments to explain every step. If you go through the program afterwards, you will understand. Okay. Because look, where is the code of insertion? This portion and this portion. That is the code of insertion, right? If I say n plus plus before this portion, then what will happen? I'm saying that I equals to n minus 1, and so far the value of n is 10, right? If I place n plus plus there, then what will happen? The value of n will be 11. So now I will be what? I will be 11 at the first, for the first iteration the value of I will be 11. So now the execution will be ARR of 12 equals to ARR of 11. Okay, now tell me what is the value of ARR of 12, sorry 11. There is no value of ARR of 11, right? So it will look, yes, look, you're right. I missed something. Look, the n value will be 11, right? Not 10. The n value will be 11. Okay, the I value will be what? I value will be 10. Okay, now I'm saying ARR of 11 equals to ARR of 10. Okay, is there any value in 10th position? So that's why after doing this thing, after executing this portion, then I am incrementing the value of, like value of the length. Okay. Got it? Understood? Tell me quickly. Then look, we need to print na. Look, like you were saying that there is an array where the cells after the ninth position is empty, right? So after inserting one element, how would we know that what is the now what is the actual length of the array? Like until where I will get the values, I will get the actual values. After that, what you were just saying, after that the array is so empty. So we need to print until there are valid values, right? Tell me what is the problem. I will clear it out. Like explain your like what you don't understand. Hello. Yes, explain what you don't understand. Okay, is it clear that I'm taking the length of the array as input? Okay, now tell me one thing. What is the length of this array? This one. Is it 10 or 11? Then why you said 10? Okay, now what is the length of this array? This one. What? What did you say? 10, right? Okay, now to clear na. Look, so there was the array initial length was 10, right? So after inserting a new element, the length will be increased by 1. Then what is the problem? Are you understanding so far? Here, yes, that is empty, but we look, while printing the array we need to take a limit na. Look, while printing the array we are taking the limit na. If we don't so if we don't increase the value, look, if we don't increase the value, what will happen? Look, we are not increasing the value. Okay, let's run it. Okay, just a second, let's clear it all and let's run it. That is, can't I stop it? Just a second. Where is Pucci? Oh, this blue jay. Just a second. Okay. Let me place a slash in here. Just a second. Not here. Okay. I'm just doing it to print a new line. Okay, that's slash in, nothing else. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so first of all, first thing first, let's input the array length. Now I'm just saying again the same example, 10. Okay, now 2 5 8 1 9 4 6 3 2 12. Okay, these are the array elements 2 5 8 1 9 4 6 3 2 12. Okay, now I need to insert in 5th place and the value, enter the new element to be inserted. Okay, then let's consider new element 5. Okay, and where in which position I need to insert? Also 5. Okay, look what happened. The fifth element, the 5 is inserted in the 5th position. Look, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So that is the 5th position and 5 is inserted in the 5th position. But what happened? The last element is not printed. Look, 12 is not getting printed. Understood? No, it is not deleted, it is there, but we are not printing it na, because we are just printing until n. So what is the value of n? The value of n is 10. So we are just going from 0 to 9. So that's why 12 is not getting printed. And that is the reason we need to update the value of n in order to print the last value also, in order to go until the last value. Because in the last case, look, when I'm printing initially, when I'm printing the array before insertion, then the n value was okay for the array because n value was 10 and the last value was in 9th position, right? Look, the n value was 10 and the last value was in the 9th position. So I was going from 0 to 9 and I was printing one by one, right? But after insertion, the last value is on 10th position. Okay, so now if I go from 0 to 9, I will miss the last value. I need to go from 0 to 10 to print all of the values, and to make and to go until 10, I need to do what? I need to increase the value of n, then only this condition will be true for the value of I equals to 10 also. Understood? Okay, just do a what? No, at first we are just inserting 10 because there are 10 elements. Like if we consider this example, there are 10 elements. Look. Okay. I couldn't get your voice actually. Come again. Yes, 10. Obviously, the length is 10 initially. What? What did you say? Hmm. No, if you say that the length is 11 initially, then you need to input 11 elements. Then the length of the array is initially 11. Then so what? Okay, like you are saying that you can you are saying that initially let's take n equals to, like, the length is 11, like initially take the final length. You are saying that okay, at the first place I am taking the final length, and while taking input I will not go until n, I will go until n minus 1, right? Yes, that is another approach. You can do it, but look, that is the approach. Like that is one of the approaches actually. But look, when you think of it, what comes to your mind at first? That after inserting something into an array, the length of the array will be increased, right? So that is the, I think this one what we did is the simplest example, and it is also done in your book like the same way, like this similar way. That's why, like, for example, think it easily. Okay, yes, you can, like the scenario you told me right now is absolutely okay, it will work. But think of it just carefully na. And if you say that I'm taking the final length of the array in n, then you need to not only that not only you need to do for this portion, like, yes, for this portion you need to place n minus 1 also, but for all the other portions, that is there, here also, like here and there many times, you need to check for that condition, because your value of n is 11 now, not 10. Okay, so that's why you need to, yes, it will be complicated. Okay, but you like the condition, sorry, the concept is understood. Okay, so moving forward to the next program. Okay, I'm asking the both of you, Anvisha and Ankit. Ankit, you joined late. I don't know why. Like I messaged last night and also in the morning. Okay, understood, Anvisha, Ankit. Ankit, just go through the first portion of the video. Okay. Yes, Anvisha, tell me. Understood quickly. I need to go to the next program. Understood properly, na? Or there is any problem? Hello. For value swapping, what did you say? No. There will be a program where you need to swap the values without using the third variable. I will make you see that. Hmm. Okay. The next program. Okay. Just like this program, the next program will be deleting an element from an array. Okay. let me take this portion, that is the main method. Okay, okay, look, the concept of deleting is simpler than concept of insertion. What you need to do, for example, I'm saying that delete the value of fifth position. Okay, so what you can actually do, just take out the sixth value of the sixth position and place here. If I take out the value of the sixth position and if I place it in the fifth position, then the value of fifth position will be deleted. Like that means the value of the fifth position is overwritten. That means what? The value of the fifth position is deleted. There is no 4 here anymore, right? And look, if I do it, if I transfer the value of sixth position into fifth position, then the sixth position is kind of empty. So I need to do it until the last element of the array, and after that what will happen, the sixth position, the value of the sixth position will be placed in the fifth position, like one step before. In the last class we are doing one step after, in this case we'll do one step before. So the value of sixth will be placed in fifth position, the seventh will be sixth, like placed in the sixth position, the eighth will be placed in seventh position, and the ninth will be placed in eighth position. Look, the ninth position is empty now. That means the value is deleted and the length of the array is decremented by 1. So in this case what will happen, the length of the array will decrement, not increment. In the last case the length of the array will be incremented because of insertion, but in this case the length of the array will be decremented. Okay, okay, okay. So the first things will be same actually. Okay, so I'm just taking from the last program, that is this portion. I need to import this thing, the scanner class. Okay, array elements before, not insertion, before deletion. Just a second. Okay, okay, after that do you have any kind of program? Okay, merging. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, now this thing, let's take this one, that is enter the new position of not new position, enter the position of deletion. Okay, and again I'm taking it into the variable pause. Okay, do I need a new ELEM variable here? No, right? Because there is no new element in this program. We are just deleting it, not inserting anything. Okay, look, now what will be the code? So we need to start from the position where we want to delete the value, right? And we need to go until the last position. So look, what I will do, I will say for I equals to, look, what I will do, can anyone tell me that what I need to do? I need to place this value here, right? Where is the eraser? Yes, just a second, where is the eraser? So I need to place this value. Where is the value? Yes, this 6 in the fifth position. So let's start from position plus 1. Okay, and I need to go until n. So I less than n, and I mute yourself, I plus plus. Okay, now what I'm saying, ARR of I minus 1, mute yourself, equals to ARR of I. Okay, look, now what will happen? Look, again the dry run. Look, first I equals to position minus plus 1, that is position is 5, so I equals to initially I equals to 6. Okay, now what I'm saying, ARR of I minus 1, that is 5, equals to ARR of, so ARR of 5 equals to ARR of 6. That's what I'm saying. In the next case, what will happen? The value of I will be incremented. So now I is 7. I is 7. Okay, now ARR of I minus 1, that is ARR of 6, is equals to ARR of 7. Okay, clear? Look, ARR of 6 equals to ARR of 7. That means the value of the 7th position will be placed in the 6th position, and it will keep on going until the value of I is less than n. That is, what is the value of n? N is 10, right? So when the I value is 9, what will happen? ARR of I minus 1, that is ARR of 8, will be equals to ARR of 9. That means the value of 9th position will be placed in the 8th position, and this after that the value of I will be increased by 1, that is I equals to 10, and the condition will be false because the value of I is 10 and value of n is also 10. So 10 less than 10. Is it true? Is it true? No. So the condition will result false. The loop will be completed, and after that we'll get our new array with the deleted value, like after deleting the value. Okay. So now the last thing we need to do, that is n minus minus, because the length is decremented by 1, right? After deletion, the length of the array got decremented. Okay, now let's print just I'm taking this portion, okay, because this portion was to print the array and array elements after deletion. Okay, let's compile it, let's run it. Okay, first we need to enter the number of elements, that is 10. Okay, enter the array elements. Let's enter one by one. 2 5 8 1 9 4 6 3 2 12. Okay, these are the array elements. I put an enter. Okay, enter the position of deletion, that is 5. Okay, look, finally the array is 2 5 8 1 9 6 3 2 12. There is no 4 anymore. Okay, okay, that's all. So we have completed 2 programs. One is inserting an element into an array and deleting an element into an array. Okay, the next one, Hmm? In the next program we need to do what is we need to merge two arrays. Okay, we need to merge two arrays. Just a second. If you want, you can take screenshots also. Here you go. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So now the program is to merge two arrays. Okay. So the concept of merging is, look, the concept of merging is I have two arrays. Okay. And just a second, I have two arrays, and what I need to do, I need to merge them into a single array. That means if I have the first array is 2, 5 and 8, and the second array is 6, 3, 9, 4. After merging, the final outcome should be 2, 5, 8, 6, 3, 9, 4. Okay, this is a simple program. What do you want? Do you want to try it on your own? Tell me, do you want to try it on your own? Okay. Okay, so let's say their total will be three arrays, right? The first array, the second array, the final array. So we need to have the scanner class. Just a second. Scanner class. Let's take all of it. Okay, the variables I need, maybe let's see. Okay, let me call it first array, second array, and final array. What happened? Oh, I missed the bracket here. Okay, let's initialize the scanner class. And what we need to do, we need to take input for two arrays, right? So I'm just taking this portion. Look, now what I'm saying, there is no ARR anymore, there is first array. First ARR equals to sc.nextInt. Okay, enter the array elements for first array. Okay. Oh, I missed one thing, that is you need to take the length, right? enter the number of elements the first array has, that is I'm placing it in n. Okay, now I'm taking input for the first array and I have to do the same thing for the second array also. Elements for the second array. And again I'm doing the same for the second array. So far clear? Okay, now tell me one thing, what will be the final length of the array? Just let me do one thing. Let's take n1 and n2, two variables, and let's place n1 here and n2 here. Okay, now tell me what will be the final length of the, what will be the length of the final array? Obviously it will be larger than these two arrays, but what will be the length of that? If I'm merging, what? Obviously n1 plus n2, right? Okay, so I'm taking another variable called n, which will be the length of the final array, and I know that n equals to n1 plus n2, right? And this is what the length of the final array, right? Okay. Okay, just a second. Okay, now what I need to do, look, it's a for I equals to 0, I less than n1. I need to insert the elements of the first array to the final array, and then my approach is approach is all about inserting the elements of the from the first array to the new array, like the final array, and after inserting the first array fully, I will insert the elements of the second array to the new array. Okay. Okay, so I less than n1, I plus plus, and let's say final ARR of I equals to first ARR of I. Okay. Okay, this will do what? It will insert this loop will all the elements of the first array to the array. Okay, now I need to do the same thing for the second array. Okay, now tell me one thing, look at the picture. I have done this this portion, right? That I have inserted the elements of the first array to the new array. So the element of the 0th position, in the first array, the element of the 0th position is in the 0th position of the final array, so on and so forth until second position, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, now tell me one thing, what will be the next position from where I can insert the next array, that is the second array? That is the third position, right? So I will insert the next array from the position, or we can say I will insert the next array from the position of the length of the first array, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So what I need to do, look, I need to say for again I equals to 0, I less than, this time not n1, right? This time n2, because now I'm inserting the second array, I plus plus, and my final ARR n plus I, yn plus I, understood, equals to second ARR of I. Okay, so this loop will insert inserting the elements of second array to the new array. Look, why I am doing n plus 1, because the sorry, n, not n, my bad, n plus 1, my bad, sorry, n1 plus 1. Why n1 plus 1? Look, n1 was the length of the first array, right? And we we already discussed that the position from where we'll insert the next array is the length of the first array. That means the position from where we'll insert the second array to the new array, to the final array, that is the nothing but the length of the first array, because after inserting the first array we need to insert the second array from the next position to it, from the next position where we left off, right? Why the rest of the student is not responding? Hello? I can, like, I am only hearing the voice of Rajdeep. Hello? Is it getting? Like, are you getting it? And Ankit, what about you? Like, why are you so quiet? Okay. So finally, we need to print the array. Okay, I'm just taking out this thing to print the array. Okay, that is, I need to print the final array, right? Okay, what is the value of n? N equals to n1 plus n2. Okay. Okay, now let's print it. Okay, now tell me one thing. Okay. What is the length of the first array? That is 3, right? What is the length of the second array? That is 4, right? What will be the final length? We need to add them, and that is 7, right? Like, we need to add them, and the answer will be 7, right? So look, that is the length of the final array, isn't it? Okay, understood, na? Okay, sorry. Okay, let's compile it. No syntax error. Let's run it again. This thing. Okay. Enter the number of elements for the first array, that is 3. 258. 258. Second array, that is 4. There are 6 3 9 4. What happened? Okay, let me check once, just a second. Did I miss something? Oh, sorry, it should be second. Okay, it was first, like I made a mistake, I wrote first there. I typed first there, it should be second. Okay. Mm. Is there anything that is need? No. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 5 and 8, right? Now 4. I couldn't get your voice. 6, 3, 9, 4. Look, add elements after merged. Okay, after merging, that is the only, like, the problem is I forgot to change the print statement. But add elements after merging is this: 2586394. Look, 2586394. Is it okay?
सर आगे जाओ उसके बाद इसमें 0 का
Because I accidentally, like, I forgot to change this thing. Like, I also wrote first here. Like, I wrote first array here and here also. That's why. Okay, that was just a typo, like the logical error, you can say, like typing mistake, for the typing mistake. So that's why. Okay, add elements after merging. Okay, so done. These 3 programs completed. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now look, the program I did here is a bit different than your book. Okay, in your book, just a second, let me make you see. In your book there is some differences, so go through the book, the program in the book also. And I don't think, like, there is not a huge change, you won't see a massive difference. Okay, but there is a small difference. You will see. And whatever is comfortable for you, like what programs is like you feel it's easy to do, you can do it. Okay, in in your book, like, I think the main difference is that I'm just adding it. I'm not taking the length of the new array, that is the final array. But in your book they are taking the input of the final array. And but if we don't take it also, it is absolutely okay, we can just add it to get the final length. There is no need to take it. Okay, and the thing is that I'm just initializing these arrays with the length of 50, but they are not initializing it, they are just taking the input and dynamically, like, putting it. Okay, like after taking the value of n1 n2, they are putting it. So we can also do that. Look how we can do that. Just a second, let's take the value of n1 and n2 at first. Now what we can do, we can say, look, I'm just taking out this portion. To make it like your book, int of n1, that is my first array, and int of n2, that is my second array. And let's bring this portion upward. And I got the value of n, and let's place it here. Let's break it. Okay, so that's how your, like, that's how it is done in your book. Just go through once. Now there is no, like, there is no change in my program and your book. except this fact, that is they are taking the input of the final length, like the array length of the final array, and I'm just calculating it. Okay, and the rest of the part is same. If you want, you can take screenshot, otherwise I will give the code to the group, or I will upload it in the drive also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, understood all three programs? Hmm? Understood all three programs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's discuss about a class. Just a second. Let's discuss about the new classes.